In the red glow of Mars, prayers sound like code. Sparks rise like incense. Flesh is weakness. Data is devotion. And from the forges strides a being who has replaced his mortality with purpose. Veins of oil, heart of plasma, mind of machine. He is not a man. He is a conduit, the Archmagos Prime Master of the Omnissiah.
Welcome back to Brush and Blood, where Warhammer meets the real world. Today, we're painting the Archmagos Prime, the highest priest of the machine god and the architect behind the Imperium's mightiest engines of war. From the titans that walk to the dreadnoughts that burn, nothing in the Imperium exists without the hand of Mars. As I paint, we'll uncover the sacred logic, the forbidden faith, and the terrifying beauty of the priesthood that builds gods.
Let's get it on!
Lore and background. The title Archmagos Prime is not simply rank, it is ascension. These are the masters of the Adeptus Mechanicus, the keepers of the Omnissiah's design. Each has shed their humanity one implant at a time, trading flesh for function, voice for vox, thought for algorithm. The Archmagos Prime commands entire Forge worlds, directs Titan legions, and oversees the creation of weapons that can erase continents. Their minds link directly to noospheric networks, information streaming through them like scripture. They no longer see with eyes, but with auspex arrays that can read the magnetic whispers of a dying star. They speak in binary hymns. They dream in schematics. And to them, creation is prayer. The arsenal of the Archmagos. An Archmagos Prime is both priest and weapon, the embodiment of the machine god's wrath. Mechadendrites snake from his back like metallic serpents, some tipped with claws, others with plasma cutters, each capable of precision surgery or brutal execution. His Volkite blaster fires beams of thermal radiation that boil targets from within ancient Martian tech, once used to shape metal, now used to unmake life. Some bear conversion beamers weapons that distort energy into cascading annihilation, their power increasing the farther the target stands. And on their shoulders, servo-automata mind-linked constructs that act as extensions of the Archmagos' will, each one a moving shrine, whispering canticles of destruction as it fires. But perhaps the most terrifying weapon isn't the one they carry, it's the knowledge they wield. To an Archmagos, a battle is an equation, and every enemy a variable waiting to be solved. In the real world, we've seen the same paradox that defines the Mechanicus, when faith and technology merge until they're indistinguishable. In the Middle Ages, alchemists and monks guarded scientific knowledge as divine secrets. In the Industrial Age, inventors were treated like prophets, their machines shaping nations. Today, artificial intelligence and cybernetics blur the same line where creation begins to rival its creator. The Mechanicus simply finished that story. They turned science into religion and logic into worship. Lore vignettes, the Forge of Caraxes and the Silence of Sigma 9. The Forge of Caraxes. During the Great Crusade, the Archmagos Prime Caraxes 9 led the forging of the first Leviathan chassis. When the Horus heresy broke out, the traitor legions demanded his allegiance. Instead, Caraxes sealed the forges and flooded them with burning promethium, melting entire manufactoria rather than let them fall to the War Master. His last transmission was a single data pulse, recorded in binary. Better a dead god than a broken one. The Silence of Sigma 9. Centuries later, another Archmagos attempted to transcend flesh entirely. He uploaded his consciousness into the noosphere, but something went wrong. His mind fractured across 1,000 servitors. To this day, the Forge world of Sigma 9 hums with half-sentient whispers, fragments of an Archmagos still reciting equations he never finished. Tabletop tie-in, the Archmagos Prime in battle. Now, let's talk tabletop, or at least what I've managed to gather from the cogitators of the web. I don't have the official Horus Heresy Codex for this unit, and I'll admit 30K is still a mysterious machine spirit to me. So everything here is based on what's available online and what other hobbyists have shared. On the tabletop, the Archmagos Prime acts as both commander and relic, a walking hub of power and control. In most lists, he serves as a flexible HQ choice, leading Mechanicum forces or directing automata like the Thalax, Castellax, or Thanatar. His role isn't about brute strength, it's about synergy. He buffs nearby units, repairs damage, and unleashes exotic weapons like Volkite blasters that burn targets from within, or conversion beamers that get deadlier the farther they fire. Whether he's supporting waves of cybernetic constructs or standing behind a Titan's ankle plating, the Archmagos Prime embodies what the Mechanicus does best: precision, efficiency, and the terrifying beauty of logic turned into war. So if you're looking to field him, think of him as less of a frontline brawler and more of a battlefield processor, quietly ensuring that every servo arm, bolter, and plasma coil works exactly as the Omnissiah intended. What has Archmagos Prime has been doing between 30K and 40K? For 10,000 years after the Horus Heresy, the Archmagos Prime has labored in silence beneath the red glow of Mars, purging dark Mechanicum corruption from the forges, rebuilding Titan legions atom by atom, and resurrecting forgotten dreadnought patterns from data sarcophagi sealed since the siege of Terra. He has hunted lost STC fragments across dead stars, reverse-engineered Xenos plasma coils in secret, refined grav weaponry until it could crush cities, and woven noospheric networks that span entire Forge worlds. During the Nova Terra Schism, he perfected the first cybernetic purification rites. During the Age of Apostasy, he rewrote reactor algorithms to keep Imperial war machines marching when the Imperium itself faltered. Across millennia, he crafted new Volkite arrays, experimental automata, adaptive machine spirits, and dark tech so potent it could never be spoken of again. Through rebellion, warp storms, and the decay of an empire, he has kept the forges burning, the engines awake, and the Imperium armed with weapons so ancient and advanced they may outlive mankind itself. Real-world reflection. The cost of perfection. The Archmagos Prime embodies the question at the heart of every innovation. At what point do we stop being creators and start becoming our creations? He seeks perfection by cutting away humanity, piece by piece. But perfection without empathy is just efficient cruelty. And there he is. The Archmagos Prime is both prophet and programmer, a god maker who prays in code and dreams of metal eternity, painted and ready for Pauly to add to his awesome collection. Fun fact: the Mechanicus maintain data vaults so vast that some prayers take centuries to complete. It's said one has been processing since the heresy's still running, still waiting for the Omnissiah to answer. Next time on Brush and Blood, we return to the battlefields of the 41st millennium where flesh and fury collide in one brutal machine. We'll be painting the Brutalis Dreadnought, the beast that turns rage into motion and motion into carnage. Question for you, Acolytes of Mars. Would you rather surrender your flesh for the perfection of the machine, or keep your humanity and forever wonder what you could have become? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It keeps the plasma coils hot and the paint flowing. Until next time, serve the code, praise the Omnissiah, and keep your brush blessed in sacred oil.
Yes!
Not too bad. Next time on Brush and Blood, the field shakes as the Brutalis Dreadnought stomps into the arena. Iron claws, roaring engines, the Emperor's wrath in a war machine. Can a single brush stand against this armored titan? Or will metal crush art beneath its